Well, hello the new. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK. Studio B has, as resident studio engineer, none other than that very sweet chap, Adolf Apfelstrudel from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria, which is in Germany. Adolf used to be a driver for the AA, but developed a drink problem and he joined Alcoholics Anonymous. So he was often known as AA from BB. And unfortunately, as many of you are aware, Adolf was very badly, dreadfully injured in the WAR, and refuses steadfastly to appear before the camera in case children are frightened by the sight. But very occasionally he will give you the privilege of a wave, and even then he keeps his hand gloved for the same reason. So I'll just ask him today if he's interested in waving. What do you think, Adolf? There's a chance. There's just a remote chance. You never know with Adolf, but just give him a couple of seconds. What do you think, Adolf? Is there really any chance? He says not really, he's not in the mood, he's feeling a bit horsey this afternoon. So the two little ditties and tales I want to tell you about this afternoon both have a moral to them. And that'll be 6 o'clock. These ought to know they don't have to keep you regular. Right, my two little tales this afternoon start with Father Brown, who'd been a parish priest in a little village in Italy, for 50 years. And eventually he died, and he's in the queue at the pearly gates waiting to be interviewed by St. Peter, who will indicate whether he's going up or down. And he happens to be behind a taxi driver dressed in a loud coloured suit and with coloured streaks in his hair, sunglasses and long pointed shoes. So he thinks to himself, well, you've got no chance. Anyway, the taxi driver appears before St. Peter, and St. Peter says, what's your name? And he said, I'm Fred Jones, taxi driver. So he looks down the list, he said, very good. And he gives him a golden cloak to wear and a golden staff to carry, and he says, in you come, you see. So the priest, Father Brown, looks a little bit puzzled, and so he appears before St. Peter, and St. Peter said, your name? He said, I'm Father Brown. He said, 50 years a parish priest. Oh, he said, here is a khaki coloured cloak for you and a wooden staff. In you come. So Father Brown says, hey, hold on a moment, he said, just a second, he said, just a cotton picking minute here, he said. I was a parish priest for 50 years. He said, this guy in front of me was just a taxi driver. What had he got that I hadn't got? So St. Peter looks at him and he said, up here, he said, we pay by results. He said, when you preached, people slept. But when he drove, his passengers prayed. Thank you. My second little ditty, a school teacher lady on her way home spots a little girl in a garden digging a big hole and filling this big hole in with soil. So she said to her "Excuse me, young lady, what's the problem?" She said, "Oh, I'm just burying my goldfish." She said, "That's a blooming big hole for a goldfish." She said, "What happened?" She said, "Oh, it died." She said, "Well, why is the hole so big?" She said, "Because it's inside your bloody cat." Thank you and good night, folks.